Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm Eleanor,
Hello.
and I could scream.
Guess what I'm gonna say? Do we need to film this now? There's like 5 things that are gonna
remember,
come before
I
this.
think we filmed on Monday, right? Monday, yes. We
Yeah,
filmed
no,
on
it's
Monday
Wednesday.
and we said we're gonna film Black Saturday Sunday.
You know what today is? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We don't
Today
need it
is
for today.
Wednesday.
No, we really
We got together to film one episode of
Ranking
of Kings.
We're gonna
and
film that just after
We're
this.
gonna film that after because this right now is something that we need to do.
Look, we just need to accept that this takes priority right now in our lives.
This
this is just who we are as people.
Exactly.
It's like an addiction. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even control it. I'm like, well, we just need to play it. You know what I mean? Like there's like, I have no agency over my
Exactly,
choices.
no.
You know, I'm just forced to.
It makes me happy. It makes me very happy, honestly.
That's where we are with the show.
Yeah.
So you might say we are enjoying it. Like we're liking it a bit. You know, it's fine. Like a 6 out of 10.
What happened in the last episode?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I'm
Let's
kidding.
just play the first one. This one.
John was so fucking funny. John is going after the fucking gold.
Mm.
Like it's so funny. Of course he is. No one has expected anything else. Love it.
I'm
Good for
100%
him.
sure that this episode season is gonna end with them getting gold.
Yeah, and then
But this is gonna be their plan. How they're gonna
where
save
do we
the
go
gold.
from that? I'm not sure.
I kind of don't see them as the ones like if somebody gonna cross them and want to steal. They don't even like people around who came across them are not gonna even know what
That
they have there.
No.
You know?
Who would have thought? Like, I'm sorry, who would have thought that Jack, Max, Anne, and John are gonna have 5 million pieces of 8?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Pieces of?
8.
What does it mean?
I don't know, I think that's like a currency. They say pieces of 8.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
They said pieces of 8. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
saying that
But
as like I'm
in
saying
gold,
a dollar.
in gold value.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You know,
Maybe
not money.
pieces of 8, maybe. I don't know.
That's how much gold there is, you know?
Yeah. How many pieces of 8?
What is gonna happen in this episode?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. How is my girl, Eleanor?
Gonna survive this episode.
Is her father gonna survive that episode? That ended with her father seeing some people. I mean, I don't know if he saw them. We saw just like shapes. I am leaning towards it being Horny Gold and Dufresne. I am kind of leaning towards that because like they are talking about the pardons and like using the deal that Billy did not want to use.
Yeah.
So in my mind, maybe they could go to him. The other option is Vane's men, and they're about to kill Eleanor's father.
I kind of think that's happening, honestly, and he's gonna get back at Eleanor like that. Mm-hmm. I kind of can't see that right now.
My third option is the Scarborough captain and crew for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, those are 3 possibilities.
Unless there's a new crew coming. There is there is nothing else.
Yeah, those are 3 possibilities. One is gonna be correct. I just kind of expect this episode to start with him being dead and Eleanor finding him, like in front of the door or something. You know,
like a head against
very
a spike.
like very dramatic, like that seems like.
I don't know. I think Vane first needs to survive himself. You know what I mean? Like the crew would first want to kill him.
True.
So like he needs to do that. I don't know
what he can promise to them.
If he knew about the gold. A lot that he could promise them, but you know.
But he doesn't.
No.
I don't know.
I don't
but
know.
Like
either.
I could see many possibilities. Like, you know,
I just
my
listed
first
all
thought
the
was that, like,
possibilities I see.
yeah, the first was like what I thought is like that is somebody else, like for example, Hernigold. But somehow, for some reason, I kind of expect it to be. When he's a dramatic one, you know what I mean? Like, that would seem like something he would do to me, you know? I mean, not to me.
That was such a good scene in the previous episode. I loved it. Can't
she
wait to
really
edit
broke
that.
his heart.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
she
first broke Max's heart in episode like 2 or 3 or something like that. 2 in episode 2.
Eleanor's going around
breaking people's hearts.
Good for you, girl. Again, I think it's understandable. I understand where her choices come from. You might not agree with her. I think that's perfectly fine. The most important thing for me is fulfilled. That I understand it and I'm like, I can be okay with it.
Yeah, and I'm fine with this.
Whenever I can understand things, even if I'm not going to agree with them, you know. Example, Flint. all the things. I adore the man. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna close my eyes on this happening right now. I'm just pretending it's not happening, you know? Because like I can understand it.
Yeah, I agree with
I'm
that.
good with it then. I wanna play.
Let's play the episode.
Is that 50 minutes?
Oh my god, it is...
Why is it shorter?
Why?
Can't watch more episodes. I mean, can we?
Are you going to explain to Peter? Because you have just presented him with his own...
I don't know.
I am in love with him.
I have an appetite for something larger than that. This
Girl.
is
For gold? Yes, I agree with that.
You will hear from me again.
What a scene.
With the head of your father.
Look at his eyes there. Soft.
I don't...
Toby.
That's...
We need to speak about this. I literally saw a tweet that's him.
Toby?
Toby. He's Toby.
Cute.
I saw a tweet literally a few days ago. I don't know why. Is he acting in something else now? I'm not sure. I don't know, because why would they place it? Like, did you know that he is her daughter? Her daughter, yeah.
His daughter.
Son.
His son.
I was like, something sounded wrong there.
Everything.
I don't know if he is. Let me check. Maybe it was Percy Jackson.
Yes, we were aware of that.
Because people had told us.
Yes,
Not because,
but
they
see
look
the difference.
alike.
I
They
see the
look
difference.
alike.
Resemblance. I see the
Oh my god,
resemblance.
there's a picture when they were. Oh, look at them! Oh my god!
Cute.
This is a picture when he was younger. 1994. How can I show you guys this picture? Can you see anything? He ages like fine wine. He looks better older.
What is happening?
I don't know. Well, cannons. I mean, when I say cannons, who's shooting?
Where is she? Is this
Oh,
before?
is this when she got first kidnapped?
Oh.
Oh no, this woman died then.
What do you mean? Is it not Miranda? Is that okay?
Oh no, I think this is
Okay,
yeah
okay.
when
They can
the crazy one fucking came.
Why are you watching
Like
this?
realistically, my girl, no fucking way they're not gonna find you. Interesting. The girl is really gonna have to deal with PTSD after all of this.
Last night was the first of my journey home.
Oh, they're taking her right now.
But so far these men have treated me civilly, even courteously. But it
Why are
is
you
only an
staring?
illusion. And a fragile one at that.
Thank God for Miranda being there. I would feel so fucking
My
uncomfortable.
father's told me about these men, so I know that any appearance of civility from them is but a glimpse of the men they once were. This illusion is no accident at all. Theatre for my benefit, orchestrated by someone so awful, even monsters such as these have no choice but to dance to the tune he plays for them.
He's like main
Which
monster.
leads me to the one thought I find most frightening and most difficult to dismiss. What happens if that man decides the theatre no longer serves his purposes, and he lets the monsters loose?
Horrifying.
Imagine looking at him and seeing monster. I could never.
What the fuck is happening on shore though? How long does it take you to take this voyage?
When I first learned she was on the island, I saw in my mind a 5-year-old child hiding behind her mother's dress.
I realized she's a woman.
It's actually some sort of clock that's finally struck its time and woken me from this dream we were living. Reminded me how many years separate me from a world that I still think of as home. How unrecognizable woman I am now be to the woman I was then.
I recognize you. You recognize me. So that's in our favor.
No Peter recognized either one of us.
Have we told Jack about this little plan, and who is this guy coming talking about 5 million pieces?
That's one of his crew, remember?
Whose crew?
The one who said that both of them can be...
Oh, that's the one? Okay.
I think so.
I don't recognize his face.
How in the fuck am I supposed to prepare to carry 5 million pieces of fate across an ocean without anybody knowing I'm doing it?
I don't know, but perhaps if you asked a little louder, there might be someone on the moon who could help you.
Everything that isn't bolted down is being moved onto the
That is, I was never thinking about the weight of that, actually.
How she was carrying her weight.
Is that something one does?
No.
It's all I could think of. Given that there's no good reason to empty a ship while she's in the bay. That's just making room to fill that space with something else.
Exactly.
Why feather stuff? Why is it we're making space for? Why emptying all this stuff? Oh, nothing, gents. I just want to
Refigure how she's carrying the weight.
rethink how she's carrying away. Exactly. Fuck. We haven't even begun to address the
What are we
issue
gonna
of where we
do?
put all that gold. Let's
Yeah.
just defend it.
All
True.
valid points.
Yeah, I agree.
Is this really something we're capable
Like, this gold seems like more problem than it's
Yeah.
worth.
Yes.
Yes, we are capable of doing this and more.
Max is so convincing. I would just be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Guys, Mr. Featherstone, we've all come too far to let an opportunity like this pass us by. Would you not agree?
What about Anne? Because now the crew's gonna have to. You want the 5 million? She's on our crew. Does Anne want to be on our crew though?
Let's see.
What is she thinking?
But are you angry with Anne for leaving, or are you angry with me for offering her the opportunity?
Okay.
It would help me to understand which are you gaining.
For so many years, I knew her. Perhaps the only one who truly knew her. But for weeks, with everything we've been through, everything she's done, she's fucking mystery to me. It's a fantasy that I ever knew her at all. And the most disturbing thing about it is, because it's Anne, I will likely never know which it is.
Oh my god, no, we don't need any more problems. Like, who are you? You cannot be our problem, I don't even know you. Are you a vain person? Or something?
I'm here to see the lady of the house.
She's occupied.
Tell her it's news from home. Use those words, please.
Lady of
What
the
the fuck?
house.
What the fuck do you want?
Good morning, dear.
Mapleton.
The previous one, okay.
Yeah.
What do you have for me?
You haven't even told me what this is all in service of. Who the information is being purchased for.
Vane might get the gold. That's the way he would survive. His crew. The only person I know is not getting the gold is Flint. Could be Jack Max.
I really
Could be
really
Vane.
prefer the Jack and Max.
Me too.
I really don't want Vane to be the one who's gonna get it.
No news from the fort.
Doors are still shut, no word from inside. Either they're plotting some sort of reprisal against us over the disappearance of Miss Ash,
Or they're still choosing a new captain.
Well, we know Vane is not dying.
The lady is here. She's here right now. Yes, ma'am. Said it was urgent.
Mapleton?
Alright.
Who? What the fuck is happening? Who's like with
We
who?
scheduled to see each other today.
Okay.
Now, ma'am.
Would she give that to Vane? If she tells...
When you
I
engaged
don't know.
me to monitor the goings-on across the way, I must confess I thought you'd overestimated our young friend Max, worrying that she was
Interesting.
clever enough to create any real trouble.
Sorry, is there a point you're trying to make?
I was wrong. There is something afoot at the inn.
About 5 years ago, I served on a merchant vessel, running slaves in and out of Charlestown. That, son, is a town resolved never to be fought with.
When Captain Flint first arrived on this island, he gained influence faster than any man I'd seen before, or since. I heard men say it was because of the violence. I heard them say it was his charm. But it was clear to me the reason why he was so good at bending men towards his will was he knew the power of a story, and how to harness it to his own ends. That man there, I would argue, may very well be his equal.
So put the rope around his neck.
You know what this even is?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The pirate stories, Berners. Heard them tell them before. I've read about the first mate of her before too.
I was gonna say this did sound like a lie.
Can't trust a fucking thing out of his mouth.
Yeah, the story's his, the story isn't his. But the power of the telling, that is clearly his.
Yeah.
That's all he
At the moment,
needs.
he's using it to help the captain. But God help us if he ever realizes what else he could use it to accomplish.
I think he knows.
Well, cheers. The people of Charlestown are eager to see you and me dead. If Captain Flint is to come through this alive, we will need to be focused and at our best.
Why is he laughing?
What? When you two returned, and the three of us stood on that beach, what did I say to you?
Oh, that's the two of them. I will never remember their faces. Oh my god.
The guard was gone. It seems you only heard half of what I said that night. I also said that if anyone even remotely suspected something was off about our story, if they even detected the faintest whiff of it, we would all be dead men. That sounds familiar, does it not? Right.
How long does this journey take? I always think when they go on a fucking ship, it's not less than like 5 days there, 5 days back.
That man has the potential to be a very real problem for the two of us.
Oh shit. What are you implying, my boy?
The other day, I received word from one of Max's girls.
What is happening?
That Charlotte had left the island. What is
Did she not take her money?
Charlotte?
Yeah, she would not go without that.
So she entrusted it to me to watch it for her.
What are we gonna do with this information?
On the eve of securing an
Because Flint is not even here.
With no warning, a member of Flint's crew, with knowledge of the whereabouts of the Urca gold, walks into her inn. He promptly disappears under suspicious circumstances, and less than a day later, news arrives that the Urca gold is no longer to be won, but is safely on its way back to Spain.
You're asking me to believe that Max somehow got the information about the Urca out of this man's head, murdered him, and then one of her own girls, and then somehow managed to convince Captain Flint and the rest of his crew that the Urca gold had disappeared.
Not exactly like that. Not intentionally. But
John! John!
Captain Rackham's ship
She has everything. Well, she is a very fucking smart woman. Oh my god.
started loading up with fresh water, preparing to set sail. I believe Max learned about the prize. I believe somehow she managed to convince the island it had disappeared. I believe that right now, she and her partners are preparing to retrieve it
so down.
and bring it back to this place.
I
Theory
think...
down the drain.
Which theory?
That they're gonna get the gold.
But like the only person that can get the gold now before they get it is Vane. Flint is not here.
I want the Nassau you were trying to build.
But with Wayne having the gold, there is no Nassau she's trying to build.
You have to stop her.
So like she's then dropping her dream for Wayne, technically. If she goes and tells Wayne that.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, are they waiting for John and the two of them to return before setting sail?
Maybe not.
Or are they not? Because like
Maybe
if they're
not, because John maybe did his job.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need them, you know what I mean?
By taking maneuvering, you prefer not to do the job, but he thinks the men are as long as you're in agreement.
What was
Is it
that?
like she likes him?
She has good taste. You chose the sweetest one and he's very handsome. Oh my god, that would be kind of cute. I would be down for that. Girl, believe me, he is the opposite of an animal. Why does it feel like your parents setting you up with someone?
Seems out of place here.
Right? That's because he is the sweetest.
Very easily of them. His parents were levelers in Kensington. Spoke out against impressment, kidnappings, printed pamphlets from their home. Insisted that Billy was lettered so that he could understand the cause and contribute. That winter, when the press gangs came through town, they found Billy distributing those pamphlets in the street. I suppose they found it funny, snatching him and leaving only the pamphlets for his parents to find. When we found Billy, we freed him, and when given the opportunity to confront the man that had taken him from his family, he slew that man. After that, he said he couldn't face his father again. Didn't think he'd be able to accept a murderer for a son.
You killed a guy who was holding you hostage for 3 years. I'll be fucking proud.
Come through the wind again, Jess.
Murder is not black and white. Maybe that's what this girl is learning.
Do you know when he started talking that there was a part of me who thinks that he's lying and making up the story so that like he would win her over.
Honestly, he might be doing that.
I like
to
the
make her more
story is very
comfortable.
convincing, so in my opinion it could be the truth.
Oh my god,
you know,
imagine
that's-
she comes to Billy and be like, oh, I heard about this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the thing is, that could be a real possibility. I never know the thing that Flint is saying
Flint
is
and John, you
manipulation.
can
Yeah,
never
I never
trust
know.
them.
And I'm afraid I may be wholly unprepared for.
I believe that.
I always thought this journey would end in battle. But now, as it turns out, something else lies at the end of this road. Judgment. Not Nassau, but me. And the man that I've become in this entire endeavor hangs in the balance of that judgment.
You can defend that man. There are good arguments in defense of him.
We make them every episode.
Perhaps for most of them, but there are some things that Captain Flint has done that cannot be defended.
You don't talk about those.
Yeah, but I let you know that they cannot be defended.
The lovely things, the darker things.
Oh, this one is dying now.
And the moment he reveals that he knows these things may be the moment that the sword
That was
comes
cut a bit.
crashing down. He is going to render judgment. And it all depends on what he sees standing before him. Me. Or my name.
Your eyes.
It's alright. I'm not stupid. Neither is he, honestly. He's torn up inside. Betraying the other men. It's making him act foolish.
He's like, oh,
May very well be.
figure out how to
One
get
man for
him.
much if he gets the three of us killed.
I know. Sometimes he's just so fucking stubborn.
Who cut the rope?
I don't know.
Always been like that. As long as we sail together. It's a goddamn shame. Truly.
He.
I wish it were otherwise.
Well, if you could think of something to say to him to get him to fall in line, now would be a good time.
Say to him. Make me past that now.
I mean, isn't that what you were implying when you said it?
It's not the point to solve the problem for good.
What the hell are you talking about?
He was not implying that because I thought
Yeah,
that as well.
I thought that was implied.
Chance to make it look like an accident.
Are we bad people for thinking that he implied that?
He's running, trying to save him.
Quite interesting.
What about this?
Oh, you don't have time for this now!
You're screwed already.
I mean, unless Eleanor wants to approach them
Unless.
and like talk about a deal.
Of the coin in the trench and rotate men in watches to keep it up.
But like their ship cannot even fucking handle it. What do we do with this?
Secure 5 million pieces of it is to dig a hole.
Like a real gold. Treasure. Buried.
Right now, Charles is either fighting to preserve his captaincy and looking for any good argument to win them a fortune and quickly, or he's dead and some new captain is wrestling with the same question.
What are you saying?
Where does one store a fortune in gold coins? In a goddamn fort.
Uh-huh.
What, you're just gonna walk up there, knock on the door and ask whomever answers if they'll let us use your half-demolished fort as a treasury?
Yes. Care to join me?
I never know what's coming. Like, this is not... I was thinking you were gonna go to him. Now wait, I'm not even sure what the fuck is happening.
I wanted to give you the time you needed to deliberate, but now I'm concerned you may not appreciate how precarious things will be here should that gold reach our shores. Man, pirates flush with Spanish gold will be encouraged. They will be empowered. But what they will never be, under any circumstances, is partners in a plan to reconcile with England. From where I sit, I think it is clear that we must act to prevent...
The only way to truly ensure that the Urca gold doesn't return here is to eliminate everyone with the knowledge of where it is and how to retrieve it.
How do we...
You're suggesting that I have all of these people killed. Captain Rackham, his leadership.
Ah!
Any of his men would be made aware of it. Max.
Well, we're not doing that.
With all due respect, man. It's not as if you haven't done it before.
I've done what I've done and I will live with it. But do not for a moment believe that that defines me. I will not be that person.
Boy.
Dad.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
I was like, why are you calling him boy? Like, who is he to us?
else to do. How the fuck could you have thought that? You said he could sink us. And he gave me a look.
I kind of agree with him. I
Hey,
saw
me
the look
too.
as
I
well.
thought so.
Flint gives an order. But to get you men to follow it, I need to come down here, put on a show, and convince you it's in your interest. But I give you a look. And you're willing to murder a man over it?
Oh my god, God forbid when he knows what his strength is.
I listen to you because I know you give a shit about my interests. And I'm the only one thinks that way.
Interesting.
Is he gonna get the captaincy? What the fuck
At
is
one
that?
point,
What the fuck is happening in the
potentially.
show?
The thing is, that's completely different than someone he thought he was, you know, giving a shit about other. But I always thought he's gonna have that progression, you know? Died in such a stupid way.
Well, I mean, killed.
And killed, yeah.
From across an ocean, it is hard to
But like
know
somehow he
who
just
you
felt,
are
you know what I mean? Like,
All I knew were the stories I was told of monsters and valiant men sworn to slay.
where is she going?
Are you going to
Now
Billy?
that I've nearly traversed the ocean that separates New World from old, I fear the stories I've heard may have clouded the truth more than clarified it. It would seem these monsters are men.
Exactly.
Sons, brothers, fathers.
Oh, interesting.
And it would seem these men fear their own monsters.
This is very
An
interesting.
empire.
Is this us? What is this? Who is this?
A king. My father.
Okay, this is the Flint, right?
Yeah, I think that's his flag.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I must face it as my father's daughter. And I believe that in order to do that, I have to tell these people that which I've kept from them. I have to tell them.
What do you know?
I can't handle much what's happening in the show.
I've told you my father is a reason.
He's not?
And that is true about most things. Until I received a letter from him. Years ago.
Someone died from a pirate?
In which he recounted to me the story of a ship. Headed for Charlestown.
Is that the one they killed the
Yeah,
people on?
By pirates.
You killed those people?
Which was attacked. It was named the Maria Lane.
Oh no. Oh no.
The ship was set upon by Captain Flint and his men.
Who died? Was it Thomas's
In the midst
father?
of the bloody assault, there was one particular victim. A very important man.
Thomas's father?
Travelling under Nassau Lane.
Thomas's father?
His name was Alfred Hamilton. Given the lengths to which this man had gone to protect himself, the fact that he fell under Captain Flint's sword suggested he'd been hunted, pursued, and then executed in cold blood, with great malice aforethought. And that there would be law in the Americas the day Captain Flint swung over Charlestown. When you return me to Charlestown, turn around and sail away.
I love you.
You think those patrol ships have
I
clearance
feel
to
so
fly?
sad for him.
Not while we're out of range of that fort.
I don't feel well.
As long as we
What
don't
is
come any
happening?
further, they know we're no threat.
If they start shooting at us.
Duck.
That's not funny. The thing is, he would be the first one who is dead. So like, how wrong can it go?
You'll be safe here until I return.
What are you talking about?
You heard what she said. It's too
If
dangerous.
I'm standing next to you, he's far more likely to see you for the man you were.
He's more likely to see you as a woman abetting a known pirate and hanging alongside me. I see no reason for you to take that risk. None that I am willing
It
to.
was my fault. I'm the one who allowed Alfred Hamilton as a passenger on that ship. I knew the moment I told you what it would drive you to do. Knew the danger it would put you in. Knew the horrors it would incite. Told myself to remain silent and spare him. You. Those horrors. And yet I told you anyway.
Oh, you were angry yourself, girl.
If you're going to face judgment behind those walls, then
so should I. For if anyone is responsible for what happened that day, it's me.
Oh yeah, I forgot they think it's...
Are you Captain Vane?
I'm not Charles Vane. I have no demands. But I do have a request.
I am terrified. I don't
Why are we
feel
taking
well.
Abigail
I am not
immediately
going.
with us? Could we not get her back when we come back safely alive on the ship?
That's the point, because
No, that's not the point. We're not asking for money. We're just asking you to listen out. If you say no, oh well, we're gonna go home. We're still gonna give you the daughter.
Exactly the opposite what they want. I could puke. What was wrong with us with starting this episode?
That's what I mean. Like,
I don't feel
stop after
well.
this?
Like my stomach.
Like, am I gonna stop after this? What am I gonna do?
Well. I don't feel well.
This episode is about 20, you know what I mean?
You are Captain Flint.
Yes.
Oh my god, my boy.
And you wish an audience with Lord Ash.
Your reputation precedes you.
Yes.
I do.
Once he committed to fighting the problem, things changed. You see, he made these people unafraid. And everyone realized that just about anything else in his life.
Fucking barbaric.
The moment you stop fearing it, it loses all its power.
No! The Queen is a friend!
You know, gave very specific instructions. If we're able to get our hands on Captain Vane, he never leaves this place again.
What an honorable fucking
I don't
man.
see any reason those instructions don't apply to you too. If anything...
Stop! They're telling the truth. He's an old friend of my father's. I remember him. I know him. And if you strike him again, my father will know you did so after I made this clear to you.
You wanna join us? You wanna be part of our crew? Oh my god, I can't even drink this.
I don't feel well.
Did you really care that much for Alfred Hamilton?
For that.
It was so barbaric, was it? And what they did to Thomas was not. We were once on the same side. Don't end. Don't end.
Welcome to Charlestown.
Don't end.
The one enemy who may ultimately have been his undoing was someone I once heard him refer to as Lady Honeypot. Beware the women, Mr. Featherstone. They bite.
I'm in love with a good woman, sir.
What is happening inside?
It stands to reason that if those 40 men were mean enough to take this fort under Vane's leadership, may I suggest that whatever is going on in the bowels of this fort...
Are they gone already?
is left alone.
Have they left for the gold?
What?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Exactly. They have left for the gold. Has Eleanor told them? Have they left for the gold?
They're no longer in there.
What are you talking about? This ship is still in the bay.
It is, but I'm less intrigued by what's in the bay than what's up there.
I don't know what's happening. I have two options in my mind. Eleanor told Vane they're on their way to the gold. Vane has killed all of them. Not all of them. Whoever tried to fucking approach them, he has killed them.
None of them worked
and
for me.
something. I don't have a third option, to be quite honest.
Is that Eleanor's father?
Oh, that could be Eleanor's father. Because, like, that's not Vane. You want me to think that's Vane? That's not Vane. Who is it? Eleanor's father?
But, like,
there
where
was a
did they
battle
go
here.
then?
There was a battle here. Oh god, it is.
Yes, it is 100%. Yeah.
But, like, where then is Vane and the crew?
I don't know. Now we are not. We like don't know what to think. But like that's no.
I'm so sorry, girl. I mean, I was no fan of your father. I really am not gonna drop a tear for this man. But, like, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
He looks younger now that he's dead. I don't know.
But where are they? They don't know the gold. They
That-
never
that
knew
was
the
it.
location
I know,
of the
so I don't
gold,
know where
so
they
that's
are.
no-
Been done to him.
I don't know. Could they have also figured it out? Could she, the madam, have sold information to them as well?
I was once a slave. I know too well the pain of the yoke on my shoulders. I know the freedom of having cast it off. So I'm resolved. I will be no slave again. Richard Guthrie was engaged in an effort to see her return to the rule of the king. To see the yoke returned. He betrayed Nassau, and thus, as always to traitors. As far as you and I was warned about you, warned you would betray me. I'd hoped you and I shared enough to make such a thing unthinkable. I'd hoped those warnings were wrong. But I know you too well, so I prepared, in case they were right.
Oh, she's
You
getting...
removed the girl from my possession, but in turn, the man of war moved on from the bay. Moved on from a position of heightened security.
Okay.
We are not on the man of war. We are not on the man of war.
What does that mean? We are now?
Well, I thought Flint was
not here. We know that
on
he's
the man
not...
of war.
In a state of apprehension, in which the last thing any of them will be watching is the water.
They're gonna take the man of war.
I made clear, price for the girl. You should have known me well enough to know, one way or another, I was going to claim it. And once I do, I'll be returning to Nassau to settle the rest of my accounts.
Okay, Vane. Yeah. Okay, at least we got some answers, you know what I mean?
No.
But like the worst one is happening for me there in the Charlestown. I want to kill myself because of what's happening in the Charlestown.
Trying to make it like feel better. Like this is so bad. Like this is...
Yeah, but we did find out about Vane at least, you know?
Sure. That brings me much comfort.
Exactly.
What can you say? What can you say about the episode?
It was great.
I have like no words.
Words. Somehow I can't accept that we're gonna play something else.
I know, I agree with you, but also I think we should watch 9 and 10 together. I feel like we should watch that together.
If we watch
and that would be
9
better.
and not episode 10, we will want to kill ourselves.
Yeah, so like I feel like this is
like a
better.
responsible decision.
Yeah, I think this is better than if we just watched 9.
I hate us. You know what I mean?
I have many questions.
Okay, let's hear them.
What ship are we on?
Who?
Us, Flint.
Shouldn't we be on the warship?
Yeah,
Spanish
and so
warship.
where the fuck did Vane come from?
What does that mean?
Well, Vane is there to take the man of war.
That's what I want to say.
Because I thought that we took another... Let me just play it back to see where they are.
That's what I want to say.
Because I thought we took another ship somehow. I don't know which one.
Who?
And Flint and the crew. And Vane somehow... And we left the man of war somewhere.
I don't think
and
so.
Vane somehow... Yeah, this is Charlestown. See, there's a town there. And there was Yeah, that's what... How are they in Charlestown?
There is no way.
How did they come there?
No way.
They said he's coming through water because no one was gonna keep it occupied. Is that not what he said? Where's the sound?
I really did not understand that.
And thus, position.
Moved on from the bay.
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
Place where its attention will be so very
Okay, they're in Charlestown.
on the danger that is Charlestown.
How did they get to Charlestown?
In which the last thing.
How the fuck
Price for the girl.
did he get to Charlestown? How the fuck did...
A bit further away, you know what I mean?
Well, me too. But apparently, they took... It happened in a day. They could have gotten to Charlestown, Carolina, America. Okay, where are they?
That's what I want to say. I don't think
they're filming in Cape Town.
Yeah, I don't think they're in Cape Town.
Where are they?
Nassau.
Nassau was a real place. Let's see. How do I get that Nassau location? Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Oh, we're good then. They can make that.
I mean, sure, but still, on which ship?
Check.
How did they get there?
Yeah, they're not far away at all. I have never went by boat anywhere, so I'm not sure how long that would. I'm not sure how long journey would take boat to Charlestown.
It doesn't matter.
Nassau.
The thing is, in my opinion, I didn't know how they get to that place.
I agree.
They have to have a good boat.
I mean,
they have it, yeah.
Would they not be traveling? Would it not be it takes 3 hours on a plane?
Right, of course.
Would a man of war be slower technically?
No.
Isn't it heavier? Wouldn't that be slower?
Yeah, but
if
like
he takes
maybe
like a ship
has
that's
bigger, better motors.
sails.
Yeah, things like that.
They have no motors in that time, right? They don't have motors. They're just flying by sails, which is like by wind, which would mean that any ship that is lighter would be faster than them. Okay, I mean, sure, they could have been faster.
But who cares?
Sure, they could have been faster.
Who cares? I just don't
now
remember
they're
them even having a boat, honestly.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Not only that I don't remember them having a boat, I don't know how they would sail if and nobody see that they sailed with a big boat.
Very true.
Those are just the things. Like it's not like
yeah, but like I don't know how many ships depart. You know, like daily from the shores of Nassau. It's like a shipping lane or whatever. Like people could have just not been paying attention to it. What ship does he have? That is a good question. I'm not sure actually.
That's like
anyway, he is
exactly. He is there.
This is the most ridiculous thing. He is there, but like the crew is there as well. Like people that have left the ship is Flint and Miranda and the Abigail. Everyone else is on the ship.
Yeah. Everybody else is on the ship.
So how do they think this is about to work?
I mean, I guess it is about to work.
I think it is actually gonna work, but I just don't know how it's gonna work.
Because he said like they're gonna have bigger problems than looking at the sea. Sure, but like what else are those men doing on that ship?
Yeah, they're gonna fight back, would they not?
Yeah, of course.
Unless there's multiple things happening at the same time. Like John just became aware of his power kind of on the ship. That basically the men want to follow him. And like they're following Flint because like I don't know, they're kind of scared of him, feel an obligation to follow him, but like they want to follow John. Like they feel more passion towards following John because like this one just killed someone because John gave him a look that he interpreted as like get rid of him.
Yeah.
Me too, boy. What? Like I thought that as well. I thought he meant so as well. Apparently he did not. He was very shocked by that. He was very shocked that man actually dying. Yeah. And I think that's when he realized what his powers
The thing is, that is the story that I really hoped for John. But like not this one, but like the fact that like, again, I always wanted for him to start caring and putting...
But do you think he is?
Not at this point.
Yeah.
No. But like in the future.
Yeah.
Like putting a priority, other people in front of himself.
Yeah.
You know, choosing, but like that is a quality of a good captain, let's say, as well, you know. But like I always wanted that story for me. I don't think he's there yet. Like, but like I think this is the first time that he realizes that like maybe somehow people have faith in him.
And they would follow him.
Yeah, and the guy even said something along the lines like, you have, like, I know you want the good for us. You have our priorities. To me, that sounded more like Flint doesn't care about us and our priorities where you would care. But like that could be very much influenced by the fact that Flint doesn't care about them. Or their lives or anything.
They have had multiple missions where that was like proven.
Yeah.
And they have kind of... by everything that John is doing with the crew, he has gotten really close to the crew. It was similar to how Billy was, you know, in season 1, where like I could tell you that they would not forgive Billy. You know what I mean? Because like they really cared about Billy, the crew did. And like John also made sort of like his presence important for the crew as well.
But technically... that guy, the guy who's telling them that, he's telling him, and basically he's taking all the gold for himself, like a few people around, but like he does not care about that crew. No. He's taking the gold out of their hands.
Yeah,
like they were supposed to be the ones together, and yet he's going with another crew to take it.
Yeah, so but like now I don't know what he's gonna do with this information about the power that he holds here, you know, because like we have that currently happening while Vane is attacking, you know. I don't know if John...
I don't know what he can do.
I don't know. John is very smart. I think he can figure something out there. Like if Vane is gonna attack the ship.
Sure.
Because like, I don't think we're about to, like the whole crew is gonna die or something like that, you know. So like, the only thing that I can see happen there is if like if Vane and John can have a conversation and like come up with some type of deal, plan. I don't know. Maybe we tell them about the gold, something. I don't know. And then we kind of, leave Flint here?
I don't know.
Go without Flint? I'm not sure what we do there. But like that is the only thing that is gonna be happening, because like they are gonna get on that boat. And if the whole crew is not gonna die, which is not gonna be happening, then there has to be some type of an agreement between between Vane and John.
I really, 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 really don't want Vane to get the gold.
I think that is a possibility that he could get gold.
I really don't want it, honestly.
I don't know. I'm sort of like
I want to see what he does.
I'm sort of intrigued with everyone getting the gold. You know what I mean? Like I kind of want to see what everyone does with it. Like the thing with Vane is him getting the gold. He is not down with like our vision of Nassau. You know, which is like self-governing and everything. But like that they would kind of like still be under the king, right? But they could just kind of make their own rules. It's just like we could trade with everyone else, and we can be like legitimate. And he does not want that, because he does not want to be a part of England's colonies, which is perfectly fine. Hate England, you know what I mean? So like in that way, I could agree. But also I think that in a perfect world, I would love for like this place again to be a fucking dream. You know what I mean? Like where things are accepted, things can work right. People are not just punished for the sake of being punished. I mean, not murdered. I don't want to fucking see bodies hanging on while I walk past. You know what I mean? Like that, but it's barbaric.
But like that's the same what Vane wants.
Yeah.
You know, like he left that body hanging.
Well, that's what I mean. That's my problem with Vane. I don't want that.
Yeah, no, neither.
I don't want. He sort of has like a Darwinism approach. You know what I mean? Like if you're not strong enough to defend yourself, I guess you're gonna die. Yeah. I don't agree with that. I think the whole point of society is to take care of each other.
And that's the thing. What's coming, in my opinion, with Vane getting the gold, and that's such a big problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That like I don't know how we can
coexist.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know either.
It's gonna, in my opinion, take so many episodes.
Yeah.
For us to figure out the solution.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to go down that path. At least not like that I see it right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe again, writers have better ideas than me, you know. But just like what I envisioned with Vane getting the goal, like I don't want it. That's why for me the perfect case scenario. Again, we're gonna have problems because. We're gonna have problems either way. I mean, Flint, because like if he's going and talking to the guy, and if there is any way for any type of solution what he wants to happen, that can happen, us getting and having the gold can coexist with that plan.
Maybe it can coexist because Flint didn't take it. You know what I mean? Like Flint was not the one to take it.
I don't know. Because like from the conversation that they had in this episode, Eleanor and the guy, you know, when she said like, you want me to kill everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Basically sounded like Nassau can't have that gold and be legitimate. Can be thieves who stole so much from...
Like, this is not a small prize. They're not going to turn I mean, this is Spanish gold. But like still, like Spain is not gonna turn a blind eye to this. So yeah, no one can take the gold technically.
Technically, so like that.
So
technically, it seems like that plan is gonna fail then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because again, I think we are getting the gold. Gold is unprotected.
Someone's gonna get the gold.
Sitting on an island.
Yeah.
But like Jack wanted to go and talk to Vane about it.
Yeah.
So that like we would. I mean, everything is fucked up because like. Everybody knows that the gold is there except for Flint. You know what I mean? And Vane, technically.
Flint is not in the loop. No, but like Vane is about to find out, I think. I think that is the way that the ship is going to survive. I think John is going to tell him that. I think that is... I think right now it's like, let's say, either Vane, John, and like Jack Max get the gold. All of them?
I don't know, because like if John
and Vane
tells that, who is gonna trust him ever? He wanted to take that gold from everybody else. If he tells that to Vane, all people.
he is just, again, he is a very good storyteller. You know what I mean? I think he can come up with something to explain away almost any lie that he has ever told. I think he's a very competent liar and manipulator, you know what I mean? And so like I think he can talk himself out of any situation, honestly. I just have no idea.
I don't
but
know.
Like I don't see how else to
trust
get out of that.
Maybe.
He doesn't need to tell in front of everyone. He can tell to Vane. He can go in private and speak to Vane about what is there. You know what I mean?
What are we even talking in this review? This is why you play the episode. Like, what are we talking about? Yes, it can be this and this and this and this and this possibility. It's one or the rest four of them.
We really are wasting our breath all the time.
Literally, because like we never
why am I
said
speaking
anything
about it, considering we could just play it, but like, okay, we're not gonna play it, but like the answers are there. I don't know. I think this got even more fucking complicated than I thought it was gonna get. I think Vane was very smart in this instance about his own self surviving and getting something, because like I really think he's gonna get the ship. Like I think he is there. I think he's gonna succeed there. You know what I mean? Like he fucking came to Charlestown. I can't even believe that has happened. While doing that, he also killed Eleanor's father, because Eleanor's father wanted them to be, under King's rule, and so he killed him. Again, there's no tears shed for me for that man. I don't like that man. So like I really don't care what has happened to him. I just feel bad for Eleanor.
Yeah.
For seeing that and like having her last parent die in such a way, and I'm sure she's gonna feel guilt over this, because he potentially wouldn't have killed her father if she didn't betray him. You know what I mean? Because like sure there was
if she didn't betray him, he wouldn't be in Charlestown right now.
All that.
All
that. So like I'm sure that she is gonna feel some guilt also over her father dying, because like sure there was a reason for Vane to kill him, like their interests completely not align and everything, but like I think it's it is because of everything that has transpired with Eleanor as well.
Of course.
It's not
God.
It's not one single thing, and so her father is dead now. Yeah.
I can honestly can't think about anything else than what's gonna happen next.
I don't know, like I can't process. The thing that I think keep forgetting. Peter Ash. We have learned, his daughter has told us, that the reason that he was once a reasonable man for many things, and the reason why he was like so started being so like very harsh on pirates and everything is because like they have killed, like sought out, Captain Flint has sought out and killed
but
Alfred
like in
Hamilton.
a very horrendous way.
Yeah, just like very horrendously, and like Peter Ash took that as in like they're monsters for being able to do that. But like he doesn't know who Flint was,
I was thinking
right?
about that.
He
like,
doesn't
does he
know.
Not know.
Well, how could he know when you think about it? It's like
know.
there's like pictures of him or something like that. He changed his last name.
Yeah.
James Flint doesn't really mean much to him. He will not know that was James McGraw. Was there? I didn't even really register the look on his face. Was it surprise? Was it just like, oh, you're here? What was it?
It didn't seem that surprise to me. It was like, okay, let's talk.
Let's just double check. Because I was thinking, I think I said in the episode, he would know why Flint would want this man dead. You know what I mean? And it is not some type of like, let's say like pirates just being cruel for the sake of being cruel. It was revenge. Like there was something, there was payback. And so like, I feel like with knowing that there would be understanding. Oh no, that's a prize.
Mm-hmm.
That's a prize. He was about to say what?
Because when I saw that, in that moment, I thought that he was surprised that she's with him. I didn't didn't think about it like he doesn't know who Flint is. Like when the first time that I thought like in the last episode when the girl talked about the Flint, we did? I don't remember.
I think we mentioned it. I was remembering at one point. I don't know if it was during the episode or a review or whatever. We were like thinking, does he know that Captain Flint is James?
Because I just remember that, like, I thought when the girl when she said, "Oh, Captain Flint is the most
feared man in all seas,"
wicked or some wicked man in the seas. I thought when she sees him, she's gonna recognize him as well. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But like she didn't. And then I thought she was young, very young. She also
could have just met.
Yeah, why exactly? Why would she even know
Miranda,
who he is?
Yeah.
But like I stopped. I didn't think that like potentially he doesn't know who Flint is. When he started talking, I thought because of the way that he killed the guy.
Yeah.
That pirates are capable of anything. Of those monsters.
But just like if now he sees who's actually the person that killed Alfred Hamilton, and he realizes it's not about like pirates. It is about like there's a very understandable reason as to why that would have been done. You know. Now, like, what does he think about that information? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that changes his opinion, because like I don't know if a man who like if let's say just like another, like let's say Ned could have done that in a very cruel way. He was a psychopath. If he killed someone like that and he saw that pirates are like capable of such horrors, he condemns all of them to the same faith. Yeah. You know, if he could already have taken such a hard stance, I don't know why this knowledge would turn him around. Yeah. He was like, okay, you have an idea. Because like that isn't a very extreme thing. Again, it's extreme to me. Yeah. And in their time, I don't know what the fuck extreme meant for them. And so I don't know. I don't know what we can manage with this right now. It seems like maybe there is
hope.
Yes, but like there's hope, but there's problems with Nassau because Vane is gonna get the money. He does not want this potentially. And so, not potentially, he does not want that. And so, even though we could get it, we can't get it actually, because like some people there don't want
it seems like that
to live under the rule.
It seems like something like that could be what is gonna happen.
Just someone explain it to me, because like I mean this is still all because just like Nassau is like a colony, right, of England. And so like when they say they want legitimacy, like what does that mean in terms of like their, how they say it, like political standings? Are they, how they say it, owned again by Britain? Would that still be the case? Because like legitimacy, if they can make their own rule and elect their own governor or whatever, because you elect a governor, they're not electing like a king nor a...
No, but the thing is right now they are considered as like only pirates are there, and like they can't trade for like food or anything. They don't have...
they have problems. They're like
they
trading,
don't have basically but trading with pirates.
But like the pirates take take the stolen goods and like trade them with some people and like
exactly
sort of
but
pretend
like,
it's fine.
Yeah. So like basically what has happened, like that's why he said like we're gonna need farmers, like and all of the people who
they're gonna have to be self-sustainable without stealing.
And but like they're gonna again work in a regular way, you know, because like they're legitimate. No, there is gonna be no piracy there.
Yeah,
you know, and all the pirates are gonna be forgiven. You know, pardoned. Basically.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
I feel like they could achieve that, but like Vane will be a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Vane will be a problem. I'm sure there's more problems on the horizon that I can't even like pick up on, because like what is John? Like where does John fall in all this? You know what I mean? Like if he decides,
I think right now
to
he falls
like
to take
use
money.
this power, because like he can take the money, he can leave with the money and just like you know leave everyone else behind. But like is he gonna buy into this? Like is he gonna buy into the fact that he can command like
so far it didn't seem like he has any ambitious. I feel like I think when the point comes, he's gonna want to be there for people. Mm-hmm. You know, if he ever becomes captain, or if he ever...
He's just so much of a lone wolf that like...
Right now, you can see it at all?
No, I mean, I need to see like road to it, you know. I don't think we're there yet at all. And so like just because like right now he has realized it, I don't know what he's gonna do with it at this moment. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm
because
not
like
sure.
if they go now, let's say they all go now, they take the gold, he gets his share of the gold. I would assume that he would leave in that moment.
Me too. But like something's gonna hit
yeah
him.
Yeah, and so like that's the only way why he would like, let's say, use that potential power that he could have within the crew.
Never thought his story going down that path.
Like we're talking too like abstractly, like
because,
nothing is coming to mind for me.
Yeah, because like I don't have a plan in mind that I see that's gonna happen in the next 2 episodes. Not like I don't have one. Like even if he gets the goal with Wayne,
we first need to see what happens now with Wayne and
that's
him.
what I want to say as
when he comes on the boat.
Well, literally have no plan so that like I would be able to see what he would do with the fact that the people would trust him. I somehow don't want him. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Me neither.
I can't really see anything.
No, me neither. I can't figure anything out right now.
Like I can only see that like maybe potentially this meeting can end in some hopeful notes, but it's all gonna fall down because we're gonna get the gold.
Who's we?
I mean the other ones.
Yeah.
The rest of the people.
Yeah.
Except Flint.
Yeah.
Because like technically
honestly they really
could, everybody knows about
they
gold.
really could fucking just sail away without Flint. You know, kind of like, that's what I'm seeing happening here. They just sail away without Flint.
Don't know what's
maybe potentially John doesn't even need to tell Wayne about the gold. He can just be like, okay, take the ship, but like don't kill us.
Because technically,
and let's go back to Nassau.
Because technically in Nassau, people, I don't know if they're waiting for him. The plan is to start to sail as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it even said in this episode today or tomorrow or something like that because like they emptied the whole.
Yeah.
They made space, everything.
But like again, we have a problem. There is nowhere to store the gold, and that's why Jack went to Wayne because you can store it in a fort. That is like a place to store it. So like technically they should all work together with Wayne
at the end.
Yeah,
but like not John right now because John right now has no idea about
but like could he not think that through as well? Because like it's not like he needs some new information to know that like it's gonna be very difficult to transport the gold and like where the fuck are you gonna put it, and you're putting it on an island that has pirates that like steal for a living. You know what I mean? Like how the fuck do you defend that amongst yourselves? Don't know
why? Yeah, except if Wayne is like, let's kill everybody else here and take the ship. You all gonna die. That's maybe the point where. But like that's maybe the point when John says something.
Again, I think
like
John
the only
is much
way,
smarter than us.
the only way I see is if they're all about to die, and he's gonna say them with that because like Wayne does not know where the gold is.
Yeah.
Because other than that, they plan the way it seemed to me. They plan to sail to the gold without John and the guy. So like he gets the gold either way.
Yeah.
Sail, you know.
Yeah.
So like why would he tell Wayne and split it in more?
Parts.
Yeah. Many more parts.
I don't know what's happening. John is smarter than me. He's gonna figure something out that I can't really see. Yeah. But like that's, you know, I just know Flint is not getting the gold. That much I can tell you.
My baby boy.
He's not getting the gold.
He is the only one, and he's
the way that he killed him. No one dropped a fucking tear.
I did.
Sure.
I fucking
not for
did.
the life of Alfred Hamilton.
No. But because of their feelings, I really feel so sad for them. Yeah. That like it was like so many things in this episode were so good.
I know.
Honestly, like the fact that we found out that he was the one who he killed on that boat, who he chased on that boat,
that makes
and
sense. Like,
murdered him that
way.
You know, that's passionate. You know.
Yeah.
And then we found out that like Miranda is the one who found out those information, who knew what it would do to Flint and how that what it would get out of him, you know, all those demons that got born when the thing happened, you know. And she decided she wanted that revenge as well, and she decided to tell him that and send him to that mission, you know. But like I remember the first time when we saw that, like that we said that like the way they hugged, it was like they are revealed.
Relieved
that like they managed to kill.
Yeah.
I thought that it was 2 people. Yeah, but like there was a woman.
It was
actually,
like maybe his wife.
Wife or something. Yeah. Interesting. So interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense that he's the one that he killed because like
of course
there's no one else technically that
who's guilty for Thomas.
Yeah, I mean the whole fucking
but
England
like,
as a governing force
his
or
father.
whatever. Yeah.
And he sent him to the institution and It was interesting as well that Miranda is saying like I loved all the conversation between Miranda and Flint.
Yeah.
And she was saying like how the woman she is today the woman she was back then wouldn't even recognize the woman she is today.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. Honestly, but like she also said that like she still considers England and the life she had home because this is not a life. She was living here.
I mean, they're also just like living in like a limbo, you know, like in all this like sadness and grief, and like Flint is off doing all these things because of Tom. Like they're living with Thomas's ghost. You know what I mean? They didn't just like move places and live this good life. Now they are just like literally haunted by it. So like it makes sense that's
after
how she
finding
feels.
out everything that they have been through together, I really adore their relationship. No words.
I think that's why I always love their conversations, but like now at least I know what they're talking about when
exactly. And also somehow like the only person who Flint is very tender with is her. Like his eyes are always different when he's talking to her, like
they're soft.
They're very soft, because they know each other and they've been through so much, you know.
I mean, they're the only 2 people that can understand each other.
They can understand each other, yeah. Honestly, it's very. I really loved it. Also, what I really loved in this episode is the girl,
Abigail.
Like in the whole story about.
I love her narrating it. Like it sounded so poetic. Like it was so good.
Usually had, but like I really loved how she saw those people. And how she, everything that she talked and wrote in the book in the beginning, you know. And I liked even the visuals with her watching at the first guy, you know. The one guy who looked at her and how she was scared of him and seeing him as a monster. And she somehow seemed all of them as monsters, and that they just have this parade or theater. I don't know what she said.
Theater, like they're putting on a show for her right now.
So that like that
they would appear like normal or whatever. Because I mean, of course, she is being taught just like everyone else there is. Like pirates are their monsters. You know what I mean? Like they are painting them out to be just like such villains. And like sure they can be. You know what I mean? But just like your fucking neighbor can also be a villain. Pirates kind of are like no different in that regard. Like they don't need to be like monstrous. Some of them are. We have seen a number of them that are just awful fucking people. Well, like we have seen a number of them that are also incredibly decent. Billy, for example, you know.
I mean, exactly. That is how she found out the story about Billy, in which she found out how he ended up at this place. And how circumstances have brought him to the life that he is living right now. And how if something happened differently, he could have been just like a normal guy. Flint said that.
He probably would have.
Yeah, because she said like...
But like the way that when you said it, like he really just could have been lying.
Yeah.
Because like, he didn't even know...
Him and John, I never know.
Billy in season 1 when Gates was like, oh, this is our new whatever, he's like, who the fuck is he? You know what I mean? And now he remembers when they took him, when they freed him, when everything. He legitimately could be lying. Because
my first thought when she started talking, because like before that he was scared of her, what she thought of him, how she has been writing about him and things like that. I thought he wanted her to get his trust, wanted to get her trust. So that maybe potentially when push comes to shove, her father would potentially trust him again, you know?
Yeah.
That he's not such a changed man.
I think he wanted to show her that like pirates are not all that they are made out to be. Which is like, you know, an important lesson for her to learn.
Yeah, it is.
Just like, you know, I think so many people grow up with, for anything in life, grow up with like some type of prejudice because of things that they might be taught. And then like when you go out in the world and like you meet people that are different from you learn new things, and like you realize that the things that you were taught might not really be true. I think it's a very valuable lesson for her. I would kind of really like her to be a character with us. I just can't see how that would be a thing.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, she likes Billy.
Yeah.
She just might be sticking there with Billy. And like, girl, she has such good taste. She has landed on one man there who is just good, decent, pure, and very good looking as well. Good job, girl. So she just might be like, Dad,
honestly, the only thing I think she saw at that point is his looks.
Yeah. Well, she was like, he does not look like he belongs here. Yeah. Which, like, we found out a bit about his backstory. Yeah. We found out that his parents basically were like communists and wanted there to be equality amongst the people. And like, when you're living under a fucking rule of a king, I don't think that is a thing that is possible. But like, they seemed also like decent people who wanted there not to be such a divide between like rich and poor, you know what I mean? And in the midst of all that, what the fuck did they call them? I don't know, but like something that is in working with the king. I don't know what it is. Like, they basically took him to punish them for like spreading such word or whatever. And he ended up, when they got attacked on the ship, they freed Billy, and he ended up taking the life of the guy that like took him, kind of held him hostage. And that's why he did not want to go back and see his parents, because like he felt ashamed to appear to them as a murderer. Boy, the only thing that they would do, the only thing they would be, is fucking happy. Someone kidnapped you when you were a young boy and kept you against your will. Kill them. I have no quarrels with that. Fucking murder them for all I care. Yeah, as he should have. But again, I think that just shows what type of person he is. I think he is just very good, because like, even after killing someone like that like, I think most people would say it's like justifiable, he still feels bad about himself. Like, he still feels a certain way about that. I think that is a very good quality to have. Like, however much I say like, oh yes, go and kill them, I feel like if you do kill someone and like maybe not feel a certain way about it for taking someone's life, however much someone is awful, that could be a bit problematic, you know, like for your own sake, for your own morality. And so like, that just tracks for him. He's just like a decent fucking human, really. And he has always been. Like, nothing has really changed there. I think he's always been a very decent human. So we learned more about him. That was nice.
Yeah, but like, I also loved how another reason why she changed kind of her perspective on of them is like when she saw the funeral, let's say, how they respected how they felt about one of their crew dying, yeah. And they even represented it through the guy who seemed so scary in the beginning and as a monster in her eyes, how he felt very bad, and how he
was looking at the body with sadness.
Yeah. And that is also the thing that like changed or helped her see them.
I guess because like, when you see those people that you like deemed potentially monsters, like having these feelings, being capable of having these relationships and feeling for each other,
and like, that doesn't... found out how easy they could have ended up here in this life. How there wasn't maybe another choice for them. For some of them, of course.
For a lot of people, the place that they end up is because of the people in charge. Like, all the criminals and everything, when we talk about it, they end up in places like that because of the people in charge and of the country not really taking care of them. You know, it's like, yeah, I mean, I will always place blame first and foremost on any governing body, because like, people can be like a variety of things, but like 90% of things could be eliminated if we took care of each other. I think we should look at always root causes of things, which is not really people being evil for no apparent reason, you know.
But like, I can't wait to see. I really love that, how we watched that from her perspective, and how her perspective like changed through the episode.
I just really like the way that the show is even like written, like the way that they chose words and everything. It just seemed poetic.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fucking good.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what's about to be happening. I really, like, no clue.
Yeah.
No clue who ends up getting the gold. Maybe the fucking... It's the funniest way this ends is, like, they come get the gold, but, like, the Spanish people came and, like, oh, see, our guys are dead, let's pick up the treasure. And they just took it away. And
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but that would be very funny. Imagine, like, we made this whole fucking big thing, and who is getting the gold, who's gonna be there first, you come, no gold. That would actually at the end be very fucking funny. I don't think that's gonna be happening. I just need to see who gets the gold.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Me too. I can't wait to see.
That's it.
Yeah, that was at the same time.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna see you very soon.
Bye.